Okay, we are live. Should be. Theoretically. So, few disclaimers. I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but you know what? I do have some time and I decided, why not? But because I decided it kind of like in the spur of the moment, I haven't really done like any makeup or anything, so you're seeing me in my usual whatever, except with some lipstick, because why not? Just to glam it up a bit. So, let's see what happened in the last chapter. We had our friend ninjas, like our shinobi, go on a mission to Kyo, which is like the capital, and there we found out we were asked to track this thief that is called Ishikawa Goemon. And it turned out that Goemon was actually a guy that we met, Enju, like us, me, met in the middle of the street, who's called Goro. So we end up capturing him, but the moment that the ruler of the country was about to thank us, oh hi Grace! The moment he was about to thank us, he was killed. And everyone thinks that we are the ones who did it, so we were thrown into jail. And our friends, like our nakama, they believed it and they left. And among those nakama, a few that we need to take into account would be Chojiro, who is our love interest, which by the way we didn't decide. Siri is the one making all the decisions, so there is that. Wait, did I do something? Oops. I think I moved the capture card, so everything might have gone fuzzy for a sec. And he believes that we did it, and he's like, oh, now we have been ordered to kill her, which, yeah, by the way, our father, who's like the leader of the village, he said that they have to kill us. So basically, not only did he disown us, he basically is trying to kill us, actively kill us. And then, well, that's Chojiro, that's like our love interest, who's, by the way, our cousin. I know. And he's just like completely okay with going to kill us. Then we have this other guy who's our bodyguard, who's called Gekamaru. Gekamaru didn't believe that we killed the leader, the ruler, Hideyoshi. So he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna protect her. And he ran away with us. So right now it's Enju, Gekamaru, and Goro running in the mountains far away. But because the friends are tracking them, last episode we had Inosuke, who's also one of the friends, and Kiara tried to actually kill Enju. But in the end, Gekamaru got in between. Everything got like very, very messy. Enju escaped with Goro, but she's like, oh my god, everyone wants to kill me. Gekamaru's like, I'm not gonna let anyone kill her, and Chojiro's like, oh my god, I have to kill her. Kind of situation. I hope that made sense, because it is very convoluted. Like, not only the romance section is a little bit messy, but like the whole story is kind of messy. So, basically, let's continue. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see where the plot takes us today. So right now we are at Fushimi Castle, Large Hall.
まさかこのようなことになろうとは。
Yodo is the wife of Hideyoshi, who's like the guy that we killed, and the mother of the next emperor and the next ruler, who's like a toddler. So now basically everyone wants to be like the person who's going to take the guardian of the kid, because they will be the one who will hold the power for all of the country. Yodo sighed as she fanned herself slowly. She looked slightly depressed, but I can't speak, but very much in control.
五大老の誰が後見人となっても煩わしいばかりです。ただ、あの中ならば前田様がまだ良いでしょうか。
I think you need to hide in a big box like Carlos Ghosn and escape. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Did we actually end up finding out where he went? Where did he end up going? I don't remember. But yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I was like at the beginning like, who? Okay, she wants Lord Maeda. Okay. Her only audience was Minister Ishida. He nodded at her words as he sat with a straight back.
はい。あのお年ですから、おそらく他の方よりも我らの意見を通しやすいでしょう。それで言いますと、前田殿が強運で助かりました。
ええ、本当に。あの男を引いてくれたのですから。
とはいえ、もう少し手は打っておきたいものです。
そうですね。
The voice dropped down to a whisper. The voices, I guess, dropped down to a whisper as they continued their discussion. Your capture card seems to be acting up. Yeah, I noticed, but I'm afraid that if I will touch it, it's gonna get even worse. And I'm gonna risk it. Sorry. I hope this fixes it. But it's not a very good one, so I need to invest in a better one. Hopefully this will hold. Let me know if it doesn't, because I'm looking more at the screen than at the at OBS, so please let me know. Nobody heard them, for the walls of Fushimi Castle were known to keep secrets. Okay. The land of Mikawa in the mountains. We ran till the sun went up, and we finally realized we had entered Mikawa. Tokaido, the East Sea Road, was still far, but we would reach Sagami soon. We took a break since we ran through the night, but entered the mountains soon after.
山の中ばかり進んできたから、たまには海を見たいね。
The sea? I've never seen the sea before.
そうなのかい？ならちょうどいい。街道から海を眺めに行こう。
Yes, please, Grace. Yes, please. I think I will need any recommendations. But should we just go out in the open? Wouldn't that be dangerous?
旅人に紛れればいいさ。俺は正直、その方が気が楽だ。それに、見たいんだろ？海を見ると、物の見方が変わるよ。
Really?
ああ、そうさ。女の子を口説き落とすのにも最適だ。
Why is he always thinking about serenading women and thinking about women? Why? This is not the time. You're being followed. You're being prosecuted, dude. This is not the time. I see.
そこは笑ってほしかったな。
I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? So this is another thing that kinda bothers me with sometimes these characters, that they apologize for things that they didn't do wrong. Like, this is something that I've been criticized a lot too, like IRL, that I don't laugh at things that are not funny, so I make the other person uncomfortable. And it's like, that's not my problem. It's just, if you're not funny, that's a you problem. Goemon-san chuckled and I apologized again. His words stuck to me, however. Changing how I see things. It's maybe his last chance for romance. Not with us. I mean, he already lost us. But yeah, I don't hate him. I just don't like him either. You're hurting my feelings. I mean, if they can get hurt by a little bit of criticism, then that's not a me problem. You know what I mean? Would it help with my fear? Would I change for the better? I still kept worrying about Gekamaru if he was safe. Do you think we will meet Gekamaru if we travel to Tokaido?
ああ、俺があいつならそうするね。変装の一つもしてるだろうから、見逃さないようにしないとな。
So far, nobody has died in the story, but things are happening in a way that I would not be surprised if they started killing, like, maybe not Enju, as far as at least not now. But eventually I think that they will start like killing characters that we know and like. So let's see what happens with Gekamaru. By the way, I hated him at the beginning and now he kind of grew on me in the last episode.
いや、向こうが先に気がつくか。可愛いお嬢ちゃんが一緒だしね。
いらねえよ、そんなの。I'm sure he meant that as a joke, but if it's Kekamaru, he can probably spot me a while away. Yeah, at the beginning of the story, he was constantly going, like, looking at her and, like, watching her, even, like, creeping through behind the trees just to look at her and, like, to take care of her because he's the bodyguard. So he's extremely overprotective, and that's what kind of, like, really turned me off him as a character. But now, like, he's showing a kind of loyalty that is, like, nobody else has shown in the story, which kind of gives a little bit of a nice feeling and a little bit of a nice flow to the story, I think. The stream is quite choppy, laggy. 聞こえるから大丈夫かな? I don't know what to do about the card. What I'm gonna do probably is I'm gonna keep the stream short just because I don't really have that much time, and honestly the capture card is acting up. I don't think it's gonna be like a nice experience for anyone, and that kind of really sucks. But yeah, I'm sorry. I really apologize for the stream. Yeah, I can see that it's laggy. I don't know what to do because I didn't change any of these settings. Yeah, it's acting very weird, I think. The stream seems fine to me. Honestly, all I need is the voice. Not choppy or laggy. Yeah, the FPS is dropping. Yeah, I think that is the problem, but I do not know why. My internet connection is fine. The stream health is fine. So I think this is either OBS being weird or just my capture card being like a POS. I don't know what else to do. Wow, this is turning out to be a horrible stream. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go through one episode, hope that it's not too long and that it's not too laggy. When you talk about the lag, is it just the game image or is it also me? Because you were using like different cameras. Can you let me know? Yeah, the green thing is absolutely the capture card. I think it's because I accidentally dropped it earlier. Comment. No, it's my bad. It's absolutely my bad. It's just the game. Okay, then it's the capture card. I'm gonna buy one. So I'm gonna buy a new one. I have to. For now, I'll just make do with this. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I imagined Kekamaru finding me immediately and felt a little better. Goemon-san, you're such a cheerful, kind person. Why did you ever become a thief?
さあ、どうしてだろうね。今褒められた性格のせいも多少はあるかな。少なくとも俺は忍びには向いていないだろうね。
Huh? Goemon-san didn't explain any further, but happily walked ahead. I meant it as a compliment when I said he was cheery and kind. Maybe it's my phone that is like. Okay. I don't know. Was he saying those traits don't fit a shinobi? I think I know what he means. The shinobi I know are always strict, loyal, and very controlled. I thought as I walked. Suddenly, it hit me. Oh.
ん？どうかしたのかい？
Nothing. Choosing to commit to a mission over empathy. Loyal, strict, stoic. I'm thinking about Chojiro. Yeah, the same guy who's just like going after you to kill you. Yeah, your cousin who is also going to, you know, kill you. Yeah, that Chojiro. He had come to mind while I imagined the perfect shinobi. I reprimanded myself again that he was what I had aspired to be and who I respected the most. But of course, I had always watched him since I was a child. I actually forgot where in Chojiro's route. No, he hasn't even appeared for a while. And he might be hunting me right at this very moment. Yes, that is precisely what is happening. It is strange. I'm so afraid of meeting everyone else. But I'm not afraid of seeing Brother Chojiro again. You should be. Because he is gone completely like Sasuke mode. He's like, oh, my mission, I need to do this, I need to do that. So it's like, oh my god, bro, chill. If I ever saw him again, it would be the day I died. He was my cousin and my teacher, and I knew there was no way I could beat him. So yeah, our love interest, our cousin. Yay. I wonder if he kills Enju in the bad route or something. Maybe. I didn't tremble at the thought of fighting him, unlike when I imagined confronting the others.
だが、実際の任務に携わるには、お前には足りないものがあるような気がしてならない。
Bro, what do I lack?
忍びとしての覚悟とでも言おうか。
I hate this guy now.
己の心を殺し、非常な任務をも遂行する強い覚悟。それがお前には足りないように感じる。
Chojiro.
師として、またお前のいとことして見てきたが、お前は忍びとしては優しすぎる。
I understand that for plot reasons they want him to be a cousin, but I don't understand for the same plot reasons why they keep bringing it up. I don't know. I still didn't have what it took to be a merciless shinobi, but I imagined meeting one that did. I don't think I would be afraid if the person who came to kill me was sure of what he was doing. I think you would. I'm afraid of fighting my friends that still have doubt. It's too hard to know we would both get hurt. And Nosuke and Kiara would suffer and cry after they killed me. It would be a sad scar to bear for the rest of their lives. It was easier to fight someone that knew how to cut away their emotions. Then I could fight with all my might as well. I may be a shinobi with many shortcomings, at least when I die.
お嬢ちゃん。
She's like in her head, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And Goemon is like, huh? Itoko. I let out an exclamation of surprise when I saw Goemon-san peering into my face worriedly.
何度も呼んだよ。今日は随分思慮深いね。
Like, she's being haunted? Literally haunted? And she's like so in her thoughts that he's calling her and she's like, they're gonna kill you! Wake up! Ma'am! What? I'm sorry.
いや、もうすぐ宿場町だ。身支度をして歩く速さを落とそう。
I mean, if I knew that someone was gonna kill me, I would be like on the lookout. And like, if someone dropped a pin like 10 miles away, I would be like, huh? Who dropped that? What happened? And she's like, Chojiro. Ma'am. Alright. The length of Mikawa. Mountain path.
しかし、あの餅を全部食べてしまうとはね。
What? I'm sorry, I thought it would be rude to have leftovers.
いや、構わないんだよ。でもちょっと驚いたな。小食だとばかり思ってた。
Stop talking about women's bodies and their sizes as if it was like any of your freaking business, Goemon. Like, she's tiny, we know, she's like the epitome of like perfect MC for an OTOME game. Like petite, cute, innocent, naive, pure. Like, can we not talk about size? Like, please? Goemon. I mean, Goemon. Just go away. That was a very bad joke. He's going to tease me forever now. I shouldn't have finished it. Like, oh, can we stop with this? Can we stop talking about women and eating and food? Like, it's already hard enough to just like eat without being watched and teased about it. Like, come on. I doubt what his name. I mean, I like the Goemon way better than Goemon. We had stopped by at a rice cake shop a while ago. Because you told me to wait and left me alone after buying it. Don't justify yourself. You were hungry. Just eat the damn mochi.
ごめんごめん。俺が戻ってから半分食べるつもりだったんだよ。
Then you should have bought your own freaking mochi. Why do you expect her to share with you? Let her eat her damn mochi. You should have told me beforehand. Huh? I was embarrassed now. Don't. But to be honest, the rice cake was very good. Now there you go.
照れる姿もいいもんだね。餅を買ってみてよかったよ。お、もう近いんじゃないか?
Also, what is the point of bringing up the like mochi? Like, is it going to be a plot point? Did anyone find her eating? Did anyone find her at the shop? Or is it just like a scene to make the main character feel self-conscious about eating? Like, what? What is this? Really? I can smell something salty. That must be the sea air.
と、匂いだけか。じれったいな、近くまで来たのに。
It's alright. I'm sure we will see it soon.
そうかい? なんなら一番に海を見つけるために肩車してあげようか。
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for being direct. And I appreciated that show's growth.
好物は最後に食べる方かな。まあそれもよしだ。とっておきは最後まで残しておこう。
Yeah, fine, whatever. He didn't seem to mind at all. Whatever he did, whatever he said, Goemon-san always looked like he was having fun. You're so optimistic, Goemon-san. And so inappropriate.
そうだね。その方が生きるのがたやすいよ。飯もうまい。
That's nice.
そうだろ? 死に様を考える必要もないよ。
Ooh. Now the music went off and it's like, oh, this took a very serious turn all of a sudden. When he said that, his eyes weren't laughing. I realized that he knew. He knows I'm ready to die. I remembered how worried he looked when he called my name just now. He looked troubled. How did you know?
追い人から逃げてきてからこの方、思い詰めた顔ばかりしているからね。大体わかるさ。それにその様が、お嬢ちゃんの師匠によく似ているよ。
Yeah, for some reason Goemon knows Chojiro. We don't know why they know each other, but they do. So this is like another kind of like, I'm gonna sprinkle you with some information so that I'll keep you engaged, which is working. Huh?
本当は辛いのに弱音を吐かないのは、心を殺すのが忍びだと思っているからだろ。死ぬのが怖いと言わないところも、あいつにそっくりだね。
That's not a compliment. You know who my teacher is?
獲物の扱いもそっくりだったから、お嬢ちゃんの話を聞いてすぐに分かったよ。
I widened my eyes in surprise. I had no idea Goemon-san knew brother Chojiro so well. But Chojiro never... I stopped myself halfway. I suddenly remembered how Chojiro had reacted when he saw Goemon-san unconscious. Maybe Chojiro recognized him then? I kind of wish that the writers gave her a little bit more credit. Because it is so inappropriate. Hi Eden! Hi! Thanks for being here! So, I don't think that the writers are giving her enough credit. Like, she's supposed to be a good shinobi, right? She's supposed to be very talented. Like, it's her first mission, I know, but they said, like, she did a great job, and she's like, yeah, she's talented. That's the whole premise of the story. But then the writers make her so, for lack of another word, they make her very dumb. Because even pieces of information that we as a player have managed to connect, like, oh, they must know each other because of this, or like that character said something at this point that didn't make sense with what that other character made. So like all these connections that we made as players, they're going completely over her head, and she's like, oh, I don't know what's happening. What is happening? So I do kind of wish that they gave her like a little bit more, you know, emotional stamina, if I can call it anyway. Yeah, dumb, ignorant, naive. I mean, I think it's even beyond naive, because they just want to keep her in the dark to the point that it doesn't even make sense for her as a character. Because they said like she's smart. It's like, really? Because I haven't seen it so far. Maybe when she defeated him with like flower petals, but that's about it.
しかし何年経っても根っこは変わらないものだね。
He spoke as if he knew Chojiro better than I did, and I felt a twinge of jealousy. You seem familiar with him.
お嬢ちゃんを見ているとやけに思い出すだけさ。
Oh, oops. Are we?
うん、似ているよ。戦い方も考え方も生き写しみたいだ。弟子は師匠に似るものだけど、死に方だけじゃなく生き方も教えてもらえりゃよかったのにね。
I mean, I don't want to live like him. Like, I don't want Enju to become such a cold, mindless robot Sasuke-like personality, so no thanks. I was never taught how to die.
感じたんだろ？同じだ。
Oh my god, dude. I can see that the capture card is going very crazy. Ugh. By the way, is the audio of the game as well, like cutting off? Or is it only the image? It's okay. It's watchable, don't worry about it. Okay, thank you. And again, sorry. Ah, whoops. He saw through everything, and that hurt. It's like a bright torch, so blinding I can't see. He can do things I can't. I don't know how the capture card works, so maybe we can restart it, or maybe restart the switch. If you want to... No, I think the problem is like with the cables, like the cables that are connected to the capture card, they don't fit like 100% because it's not a good one. It's not a good capture card. So I think the problem is the capture card itself. So I cannot do anything while streaming. I either have to end the stream and restart it, or just leave it as is. And since I'm gonna make this episode like quite short, I'm just gonna leave it as is and apologize. And like keep it short. Sorry. If you know how to live, then teach me. What am I doing wrong?
軽々しくは言えないな。俺はあんたをよく知らないからね。
I suppose you're right.
若いうちはいいんじゃないかい。生かされてなんぼだ。月下丸はあんたが死んだら悲しむだろう。ならばとりあえず生きてみるといい。
I mean, keeping herself alive and like figuring out what happened with Hideyoshi and prove her innocence, and like that way they can stop trying to kill her and like she can go back to her family, kind of like just keeping herself alive and presso alpha, like a little bit extra. Keeping myself alive. Gekamaru said he wanted me to stay alive and keep on running.
そうやって生き延びるうちにいつかわかるものだよ。だから存分に長生きしてほしいね。あいつもそうやって生きてきたんだろうに。気難しいやつだからな。
I don't know why he laughed, but he was so forgiving. My eyes burned. I kept my tears at bay.
お嬢ちゃんの後ろ向きは どうやらあいつ譲りのようだから、一緒に説教できれば一番いいんだけどね。
Scolding.
いや、単に話したいだけかな。お嬢ちゃんを通して見えるあいつがあまりに懐かしくてね。
My theory is that they were both from the same village, Iga, that got like completely burnt down. His eyes twinkled. Maybe he was reminiscing the times he had spent with Chojiro. How do you remember him to be, Goemon-san?
ん？気になるのかい？
Yes, very. Goemon-san spoke of a brother Chojiro that I knew nothing of. I was aching to know more about him, no matter how little he was willing to share.
牢に入ってる時にも聞いたけど、お嬢ちゃんにとってあいつはよほど大切な人のようだね。
Yes, he is.
好きなのかい？
Dun dun. Huh? Huh? じゃなくて。My heart skipped a beat at the question. Did it though? Did it? I don't know. I just know I've always admired him. I've always admired him. Don't you know, Inju? Don't you? He's been my teacher and my older cousin. I've admired him ever since I was a child. He went on a mission together. We went on a mission together, my very first mission. It went well and he was proud of me. It made me so happy.
それでも好きかどうかわからないのかい？
Thank you. I don't. I've been thinking about him a lot ever since I was captured though.
じゃあ、次に会った時に確かめるといいよ。
How? Ma'am. Ma'am. Come on. You cannot be that naive. Like, words are a thing.
ずっとあいつのことを考えてたんだろ？だったら、それをぶつけてみたらいい。
I cannot believe that we are taking advice from Goemon. And yet here we are. Ah, Enju.
そうしたらきっとわかるはずだよ。お嬢ちゃんの本当の気持ちってやつがね。
This is such a long scene. How I really feel?
そう。
Aren't you on the run to save your lives? The next time I meet him will be the time he comes to kill me.
そうは簡単にいかないって？それはそうかもしれないね。でも、とりあえず俺の言葉を覚えておいてもらえると嬉しいな。
If I don't forget? To me, it sounded like he was saying goodbye. They've been stopped for a while now. I know. It's like, you should be running. Perhaps the fact that he hadn't made a joke in a while added to my suspicions. Has something happened? The sea wind was getting stronger. As it blew around us, I felt a change about him, as if the wind had peeled off his disguise. Goemon-san.
三河の国に入ってから嫌な感じはしていたんだけどね。
Ooh, are we getting plot? Is it plot time? He glanced behind us. She sounds like me, Eloise. At this point, I just want Enju to remain single because none of the other options I really like. So, if there was like a single route, I would have happily taken it.
お嬢ちゃんごめんね。ちょっと様子を見てくるよ。
Oh, is it the last time we're gonna see him? Then I'll come with you.
なに、心配しなさんな。ちょっと見てくるだけだからね。俺からのお願いだ。
The Sagami is a pretty dirty river. I don't blame them for stopping and delaying it. Lol, bye. If he puts it that way, it's hard to insist.
まあ、それと、一刻経っても俺が戻らなければ、東海道から外れた方がいい。
Oh yeah, there's this sus. This is very sus. I think we're saying goodbye to Goemon for the last time or something. Or we're gonna see him die or something. Alright.
それじゃ、またね。
Oh god. Oh, this is like bad feeling. This is a very bad feeling. He flapped his hand in a loose wave and disappeared into the bushes. I don't see anyone near. Has someone found us? I tensed in alarm. But no matter how I strained my senses, I felt nothing. I waited for 2 hours for his return.
これは参ったね。
Ooh.
あんたみたいな化け物が出てくるとは思わなかったよ。
Okay. My theory is that this is not Chojiro. It's not my theory. What I would like for it to happen right now is that he's talking to Kuroyuki, not Chojiro. So let's see who it is. No one answered him. Okay. I don't know yet.
どうやらこの件には俺が思ってた以上に厄介な事情がありそうだね。聞こえているんだろう？
Oh!
徳川忍び組忍び頭、服部半蔵。
Oh,違う. It's not Kuroyuki, it's Hanzo. Ooh, okay, y'all, we're in for a treat. His voice is like, mwah. At this, the shinobi showed himself. He has the deepest voice. It's amazing. Kuroyuki's small fry though.
まさかあんたもあのお嬢ちゃんの追い人なのかい？
違う。俺の仕事は見届けることだけだ。
How does one's voice get that low? It's like it's a mystery. It's like, I love it. I love his voice. Like it's just so, You know what I mean? He's gonna die. Yeah, he's absolutely gonna die. Daddy, he's a daddy voice. No, daddy's unsexy. Like not a, you know what I mean. I'm not saying what I want to say the way I want to say it. But yeah. Like, no. He's too sexy to be a daddy. If you know what I mean.
見届ける？
Goemon frowned. Hanzo kept silent. Or maybe it's just me, I don't like daddies. I don't know. Is this getting too intimate a conversation? Robert Dick Best Wayne Morrison. Hi! Thank you so much for... That's a very interesting name you have there. Hi! Oh, that was funny.
まさか。
Ooh, he turned to leave. Hanzo stepped before him.
なぜ止める？追い人ではないんだろう？
Oh,
何人も邪魔はさせない。お前も黙って見ていろ。
what's happening? The land of Mikawa in the mountains. I can't find him. Oh, why did I let him leave? I ran about, trying to find Goemon-san. No matter where I looked, he wasn't there. Not even the trace of a scuffle. Did he try to lead my hunters away? But they're after me, not him. I should join with happiness for today, Sense envy. The whole situation is such a mess. Like, what is Hanzo doing now? I thought I could be the quarry, but I was wrong. Regret gnawed at me, but it was too late. I'm alone now. I looked up at the sky. Now I'm really alone. The sun was beginning to set. For some reason, I thought of Iwao Mountain back in Koga. It was strange, since Tokaido was nothing like Koga that was surrounded with mountains. Oh, that's right. It's because of the training grounds. Insert flashback. I would train by myself till the sunset. At the end of the day, I would suddenly feel lonely. It was similar to how I felt then. I'm just as alone as I used to be. But that time, it was a completely different situation. Now I had to think what to do. I have to head north to get away from Tokaido. That would mean I should leave the sea behind me. Sagami is to the east, Koga is in the west. The directions were confusing, and I felt lost. You just said that one place was in the east, the other one was in the left. It's not that confusing, man. Like north, south. Enju, please, you're supposed to be an accomplished shinobi. Directions should not be confusing. I promise. I have to get the Sagami to stay alive. Stay alive? For what? So someone wouldn't be sad? I know that many people that would be happy to see me dead though. My chest constricted. Oh god, she's getting like in such an emo mode. Like I'm trying to keep this upbeat but like oh my god, she's bringing me down. I don't know if you're feeling the same way, but it's like oh, she's such a downer. Jesus. Is it your favorite game? No, no. It's just like an OTOME game that I started to play just so that we could do like some commentary. And the plot is good. Like I'm really into the plot. The characters are driving me nuts. Why don't you try Call of Duty Black? Oh no, I'm not into. Isn't that like a shooting game? That's not my kind of game. No, I like to play games that are like more relaxing. I don't even know who I am anymore. The loneliness was crushing. I closed my eyes and let out a breath. Then I heard something, a sound so small anyone else would miss. Ooh. I sensed him. Only because he never hid from me. He intended to show himself from the start. Shooting game with a history. Yeah, I don't do shooting games. Sorry. Chojiro, finally! Standing there in the orange sunlight was my teacher, my cousin. Stop calling him your cousin! Chojiro Momochi. I couldn't mistake him for anyone else. Chojiro.
なぜ笑っている
Yeah, that's a good question. I hadn't realized I was until he mentioned it. He stared at me warily.
一人か
Yes. I imagined it would be the day I die when I see him. But it feels as if he's come to take me home. I always trained in secret, away from Gekamaru's watchful eyes. After the day was over and I felt alone, Chojiro would find me. I was always glad to see him. He always made an effort to walk me home. Why is it that I'm remembering that now? I don't know, honestly, I don't know. He's about to kill you and you're like, oh yeah, when I was young, he came to find me and walk me home. It's like, he's gonna kill you. Priorities, Enju, priorities. The memory filled me with warmth. I was glad to see him even now. Are you alone too, Chojiro?
そうだ
He answered simply and drew his double-edged sword. Okay. Had to go to that's okay. Ooh. His expression remained blank the entire time. I dropped my smile, putting on a serious face. Ooh. I have to stop behaving like a giddy girl. Fighting back will be my way of showing respect. He has come to kill me, after all.
構えなさい
Oh. Yo. We got plot. Yes. Every second was a matter of life and death. Is this plot? This isn't training, this is real. It's me against Brother Chojiro. It was strangely satisfying. I could tell he was waiting for me to strike. He would let me make the first move. City, come on. Your turn. City, choose a number between 1 and 2.
The answer is 1.
Okay, yes, I like this. Thank you, City. Attack. Every inch of him was perfectly aware of me. There wasn't a single opening I could attack. If he moved first, I would surely die. Buster sword. Yeah, I mean, he is using a very big sword. I'm just saying. I literally forgot the existence of Gekamaru until now. He disappeared last episode and we haven't heard from him. And there we go. If I'm going to die, I want to at least deal one blow. I wanted to prove that I had trained enough to manage that. I wanted to leave a mark. I took one step forward. Gripping my daggers, I shouted, "Here I come." Why are you announcing it, Angel? You don't have to announce it. This is not an airport. I flew at him. He parried my blow easily, as I had expected. Ha! I dealt my second strike immediately, but he effortlessly parried it again. Ooh!
そうだ、切り込んでこい。
Chojiro, are you into that? I kept on slashing at him, giving him no time to fight me back. He turned all my blows aside. Well, maybe it's because he's carrying like a huge ass sword and you have like 2 tiny daggers. What kind of fighting is this? Throw some petals at him.
切り合いではまだまだだな。
What is happening? Ugh. I sensed a change in him, as if the pressure around us had suddenly risen. I stopped myself from getting any closer. Big sword. As I jumped back, I felt his blade slice from the side. It only missed me by a hair width as I jumped sideways. I tried to get behind him. This wasn't going to be easy. As if to make a point that staying behind him meant nothing, his sword sliced the tree behind him in two. Why is she fighting with daggers against a sword that can slice a freaking tree? How, ma'am? I dodged behind the tree to give myself time. Run! Run! But if I did this, he would. He simply cut the tree down and all. I mean, ma'am, you're carrying daggers. I knew it. Yeah, we all did. Chojiro was known for his strength and the sweeping movements in his fighting style. Lol, if you attack a dude with a giant sword from the front, maybe attack with 2 daggers in different places. No way Mage Sword is fast enough to parry both daggers. I know, it just, the fighting style makes no sense. And hi Jack, thanks for being here. He's probably into it. I know, maybe it's like a thing of his, maybe he likes it. I'm not judging. I'm judging her, though. I ran in under his blade, but he anticipated that. He kicked at me. I blocked his kick with my arms. The force almost knocked me down. He's attacking again. I tightened my defense. It was impossible to wear the weight of his blow. I took the blow on my daggers, but let the power thrust me back. It literally cut down a tree. How is this happening? If they're gonna give her like this weak ass daggers, why couldn't the writers have given her like bombs or something? Like a smoke bomb. My arms are trembling from the shock. He was as strong as I remembered him to be. If I hadn't gone with the blow, my daggers would have broken and I would have been killed. This is different from training. He is seriously trying to kill me.
やはりよく読むな。
Because I've always watched you.
それによく覚えている。
What's going on? What is going on? Well, the fight was a fight that wasn't really a fight. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just impressed at her daggers. Like, they must be made by like, I don't know, like super special ore or something. What is happening? He said gently and gave me a nod. Oh, he used to do that when we trained together. He never talked much. It was rare that he would pay me a compliment. But whenever he spoke to me gently and nodded, I knew I had his approval, and it made me happy. Chojiro. Emotions raged in my heart. Stop this. Calm down and fight. I steadied my breathing and faced him again. Chojiro had his weapon raised, but he didn't move. I felt the pressure around him as he stared straight at me, deciding on the next action to take. If I looked away, I would die. We mean each other's death, but this makes me happy. Look, I get the enemies into lava ships, but this is just he's trying to kill me. How romantic, and I know. Nam, your dagger literally looks like a chopstick compared to his sword. Like who wrote this? I'm shocked at the audacity of the writers. The music though is great, but like the audacity. He's never faced me this seriously before. It was always just practice. He was always calm and collected as a teacher should be. He treated me as his disciple, but this is different. He's treating me like an equal. He's facing me as his equal, as a shinobi. Oh god, he's trying to kill you, ma'am. Did we forget that? Did she lose the plot? I feel like we are the only ones who haven't lost the plot, because I think she has lost the plot. It's levels to enemy in this one. Oh god, I'm just confused. I'm just so confused. I felt my body heat up. It wasn't from the excitement of battle. It was pure joy. Oh my god, he's going to kill me. I'm so excited. What? I'm not the only... Okay, you're all like... Okay, yeah. Tears welled up in my eyes and mind, Angel, and mine. Ma'am, I can't cry now. I was going to use this at some point in the fight. I didn't know how much time it would buy me, but I couldn't afford not to take the chance. God, I can't read. I suppressed my feelings and prepared myself with all my concentration. Ninjutsu Hyakashofuren. That's the... yeah. I shouted, unleashing the spell. A million flowers swirled around me, concealing me from his sight. Their scent masked my smell, hiding me from all senses. I could see him standing with his weapon raised amongst a whirlwind of blossoms. He could not know from which direction I would come. I'll take him from the back. I raised my dagger high and plunged it down into his back. Oh? So I thought, obviously she's not gonna kill her love interest. He knocked the dagger out of my hand and spun around to kick me. Okay, we're fighting again. Let's see. Is this her kink or something? I don't... Hey, it's better than the incest. I mean, they're still cousins, so... They're still cousins. He knew what I was going to do. He's my teacher after all. And by the way, hi! Hi, son. This is whelp. He is my teacher after all. I tried to get up but failed. I had just used a powerful ninjutsu and the impact of hitting the ground still racked my body. I lay where I fell. I lay there listening to his footsteps coming near. This is the end. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't move anymore. I had done all I could do, but I had lost.
まだ甘い。あと一歩早ければ入っていたかもしれないが。
I'm sorry. Why is she apologizing to the person whom she thinks is going to kill her? I miss so much, but I'm so entertained. Just, I don't know. Like, this is plot because this is like an important story, like an important scene in the story, but like, I don't know. It's painful. We spoke as if we were still on the training grounds, but I could feel the menace emanating from him. It's hard to defeat your teacher.
当然だな。その術も私が教えたのだから。
He stabbed his blade into the ground and locked his hands around my neck, pressing me down. Is he trying to kill me? Or is he trying... No, it's just like a weird sex thing. Okay. Can you try to fight back? Can I try to fight back? Like, is fighting back an option? Or maybe, I don't know. I'm not here to judge anyone. I couldn't speak. I heard something My throat creaked as he closed my airway. Damn. So romantic. I mean, if he wasn't trying to kill me. Also, of the movies now, so I won't be able to chat, but I'm here. Okay, thanks, Grace. Thank you so much for coming. I can't breathe or speak. He kept silent as he strangled me. He didn't even say goodbye. That's so like him. Oh, I'm so in love with my cousin who's trying to strangle me while I'm just watching him and he's not even saying sorry for killing me. That's so like him. Oh god. He wasn't going to cut me open with his blade. It may have been his way of showing mercy. He will kill me with his own hands. If he decided to kill me without allowing me the first move, my throat would have been cut open in an instant. Maybe that was his gift to me. His eyes were cold as he stared down at me. At the same time, I thought I saw them tremble. But he never looked away and watched me as I slowly suffocated. I was happy. When the scene is done, I'm just gonna rant, okay? I'm just keeping the rant in my head right now. He has always been someone I admire as the perfect shinobi. But that aside, I adore him for the good man he really is. Did you get the bad ending? I don't know. It's getting more and more romantic. If she knew he would choke her when she won, she would have kept the dagger reserved and stabbed him in the side right now. Yeah, that's like the only move she has left. Then this girl must have some good lungs. How is she still alive? I don't. I remember Goemon-san suggesting I should tell him how I feel. You cannot even talk. I'd shown him everything I'd had. I had fought with my body and soul. He received all my blows, advised me strictly, and fought back without holding back. He nodded in approval and spoke gently. He never took his eyes off me. It's not the bad ending. Is this like a good ending? I mean, I know it's not an ending, probably. It's a kink. I mean, no shaming. I'm not in any position to like shame anyone, but this is so weird. Everything about him was perfect to me. I mean, isn't kink supposed to be like consensual? I don't think this is consensual. At least I didn't consent to this. A little too late. I was happy to be strangled. Ah! He's so strong and so beautiful. To me, he is. Look, consensual choking is a thing, and sure, but this is not how you display that kink. I know. Like, it cannot be. A tear ran down my cheek. My admiration had changed to love at some point. Is the lack of oxygen like messing up with her brain? I'm not even like, is that what the writers are trying to convey? Because anything else is like so... Chojiro. I felt his fingers tighten around my throat. My face contorted in pain. I can't breathe. I can't think. I had reached out to grab his sleeve without thinking. I used to do this. I always had to pull on his sleeves. I was content. I was going to die happy? It hurt, and I was in agony, but still, I had a smile on my face. Chojiro. My voice came out as a whistle. I whispered his name before I closed my eyes. Suddenly, I could breathe again. Well, okay, I'm glad you can, because I cannot. I'm glad Brother Chojiro was the one to kill him. Girl, I mean, it looks like she's happy. And let him being grasped at the sound of choking. Yeah, girl, we can see that you can't think. Okay, wait. all of this, all the scene that was happening right in front of us, like I can get to the point where she's like, okay, if he's the one to kill him, or if he's the one to kill me, I'm going to fight him, like, seriously. And if I die, then I die. Like, I can get that, like, train of thought. I can get behind it. It's like, okay, fine, sure, fair. But don't come into my eyeballs and tell me that she's happy, that she's excited, that she's aroused to have her cousin, her love interest, choke her. I mean, that's not even a quick way to die. That's a very slow, painful, and very violent way to hurt someone. So that's honestly very abusive. I mean, that is violence. And I'm not even talking about like stabbing someone with a mega sword. I'm talking about like hurting someone in such a personal way that you use your hands to do it. That is like beyond fucked up, honestly. And the fact that he's just choking her because he's like mad, or like it's his orders, or it's like what his like Kando told him to do. It's like Kando told Chojiro to kill her, but he didn't tell him to do it like in such a violent, brutal way. And the way that she's thinking about it, the way that she's like laying on her back and seeing him, and she's like smiling and thinking, oh, I'm so happy that he's killing me, and like he's such a good person, I'm so glad to have met him. I cannot be the only one who is like seeing that and like thinking that this is just abusive and just like DV apologists that are writing it, and they're trying to justify some of like the worst thing that we have seen and that we don't even know about, that is happening behind closed doors in people that are living through like DV, right? I cannot be the only one who's thinking that. Like, how do we justify that a man that is 23 is choking a 16-year-old girl, his cousin, his love interest, because they made him do that? Like, I cannot be the only one who sees this and think like this is just violence against women apology, right? I'm not the only one seeing that. And then we're gonna get a Chojiro sad boy, oh no, I disobeyed orders, and she will comfort him about it. Yeah, like this is just justification for being violent, not against a girl, but against a child. And his disciple at that, his cousin. It's just so, it's fucked up from all dimensions. This just sounds like yeah, it's TV apology, and I find it frankly disgusting that the writers would just. This was released in 2016, so it's like 6 years ago. But like 6 years ago, and like always, since always, violence has been like such a big problem, especially in Japan. Not especially in Japan, but also in Japan. So why would anyone have the fucking guts to write such I don't know. It's making me feel like very, very uncomfortable. I agree with you. It's trying to make abuse romantic. I guarantee whoever wrote this is toxic at best. Absolutely. Choking is slow and more personal. I kind of get it, but then again, I have been through these games as a kid. Maybe I've been groomed into thinking this is a big deal. I think it's a huge, very big deal. I don't know. I am frankly a little bit like put off by this. Yeah, exactly. Into, yeah, Why? He had loosened his grip on me, although his hands were still around my neck. I opened my eyes to find him looking pale. His eyes darted about as if he was searching for something. If she's going to have to comfort him like right now, And like, if he's the one who's gonna be like, oh my god, what did I do? I'm so sad. I'm such an emo sad boy. And I'm just gonna be pissed. It is a big deal. It's just not consensual. It's just bad. I mean, it wasn't sexual at all. This wasn't the thing that they had agreed on. This is just him being an asshole who's like actively assaulting his friend slash cousin slash disciple slash love interest.
まさか超兄に術をかけられるとは思わなかったな。
Kuroyuki, the fuck? Huh?
黒雪
Wait! Wait!
それだけ気を取られてたってことだよね。
Wait! No, no, you didn't. Oh, did I just waste a perfectly good rant? He didn't stop. Hell no. Saved us, Chojiro, apologist moment. Kuroyuki appeared with an easy smile on his face. He dragged me out from under Brother Chojiro's hands quickly. Brother Chojiro stayed still as a statue, crouching over on the ground. Is this Kuroyuki's doing? What is? The choking?
うわ、ひどいな。アートになってるよ。女の子に何すんのさ、町人。
Not only girl, like he shouldn't treat anyone that way. That's just not how you treat people.
お前自分のしていることが分かっているのか。
分かってるに決まってるでしょ。町人こそ分かってないんじゃない？
So he did. Okay, Kuroyuki did something, but what the hell did he do? Your rant is 100% valid. I mean, at the end of the day, I do think it's valid. I just don't. I don't understand what is happening right now. I don't know how I feel about him saving us. I paralyzed him. Oh, okay. Oh my god, then does that mean that he would have gone through with killing us? Kuroyuki picked me up and jumped into the trees. Kuroyuki came to save me? Okay, so Kuroyuki's saving us. The asshole is still Chojiro. My rant is still valid. I passed out. He paralyzed him. Okay, I didn't get that. Oh god. We always trained in Iwao Mountain, which sat between Iga and Koga. How many times will we see this flashback? Me, Gekamaru, Kuroyuki, Inosuke, Kiara, Kasumi. The six of us always kidded around, but whenever Brother Chojiro was present, we behaved. Chojiro was still young, but everyone in Koga acknowledged he was the best. He was always strict and kept a level head. And he was always looking far away. Someplace none of us knew of. No matter how close we were to him, there was always a wall between us. I had never seen him laugh out loud or cry. He didn't even shout or turn red in the face when he was angry, which made him all the more intimidating. I never knew what he was thinking. He always had a fragility about him that made me think he would disappear. Can we stop romanticizing him and making him look like a good guy? I was always afraid of that. He could talk more to us. He could be more open about his feelings. I thought that, but I didn't know what to do to make him know how I felt. I wanted to tell him I didn't want him to go, but I couldn't, so I grabbed onto his sleeves. He never looked back. He simply took me home. After he did, he again had a distant look in his eyes, now that I thought about it. He might have been thinking of Iga, now that you think about it? Maybe I will ask him the next time I meet him. Maybe he'll tell me, or maybe he'll kill me. Let's just say Chojiro is crazy. I don't like using that word, but oh my god, that is not okay. If he does, I would get to know him better. I was hopeful, but I couldn't stop crying. Okay, because of the capture card issues that I'm having that are really worrying me, and I don't know, I just don't like having such a bad quality stream. I think I'm gonna cut the episode short. It's very short compared to my other episodes, and I'm really sorry about them. about that, but I really want to try to solve the capture card issue before I continue and the story gets even like more interesting. Gonna save.
あら、また来たの？じゃあ、早速行きましょう。
Thank you, Kiara. Okay. Okay. So again, seriously, my sincerest apologies for all the mess that I had with the capture card. I definitely need to buy a new one, which that will be like my next big purchase. They're not that expensive, but it's, I don't know. It bothers me because I already have one and it should be working, but it's not. But either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening to my rant about Nakekamaru Chojiro, which was extremely very annoying scene to see, and something that I think that this the story, like the plot, the whole game in itself kind of lost like multiple points because of that, because it's just like it's not okay, and there's no way that I can happily justify engaging in this kind of content. I obviously will finish the game, but God, it's very difficult, as you can imagine. The background music is so... I mean, the music is great, that's why I'm keeping the music. Sorry for always coming late. No, thank you so much for coming here. And seriously, everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's here, even if you haven't participated in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Like, seriously, you guys, you're just giving me like so much love and appreciation, and I cannot stress enough how much that means to me, so thank you. I will try to stream next weekend as well, unless something else comes up, which, I mean, we're still in a pandemic, so I'm not planning on going anywhere. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you very, very soon. And yeah, bye. Oh yeah, sorry. Like and subscribe. Now I can go.